Am I live? I just watched and I posted on my community wall a video from a young man, very intelligent young man. If you look at him, you'll be taken aback because he has a tattoos on his face and all over his body, but very intelligent young man. And he proceeded to repost, and discuss Kristen Christine Wells' battle with one of her baby daddies over three of their children. And one thing people say is that this is public information. It's public information. So because it's public information, meaning you can access this information, why are you posting it? See, in law, especially a lot of you content creators, you go, oh, well, it's just public information. But the reason is, why are you posting it? What are your reasons behind posting this information about a grieving mother? I didn't agree with people posting things about Erica Kurt, her background. Even though their behavior may want you to post this information, but your intent in law, every act has a mens rea. The intent, the reason behind what you do. Because if you kill someone, right? If you kill someone, if your intent was to kill them for a malicious purpose, then the murder will be the first or second degree. But if you kill someone in self-defense, it's a justifiable murder, and you can be acquitted. The murder is excusable. You won't be held to any criminal penalty because you were justified, because you were in fear. Of bodily harm. Now, there are some statutes that don't have a mens rea. It's strict liability. You do an act, you should have appreciated that your acts would lead and could lead, a reasonable person would have known that if you engage in such behavior, like drunk driving, then you're automatically culpable. Because the fact you should have known that drinking and driving could lead to the death or seriously bodily injury of another person. So that's called strict liability. And a lot of times that is in a silver realm. And in some criminal cases. But for the most part, in criminal cases, your intent behind doing something determines the crime and the level of punishment. I say that to say this. Yes, Christine Well may be a narcissist. Yes, this still may be a money grab. And yes, I understand the other side. That's my kid. They want to protect their kid. They don't want their kid to be improperly, ouch, implicated in something a crime that they did not do. And I said from the beginning that I believe that they all were drinking, but there's liability in having underage kids furnishing or allowing underage kids to drink on boats and in homes that are owned by adults. And if there were drugs involved, okay, if someone slipped him a Mickey, because I believe athletes are tested. Well, then again, if they're tested and if they're good, hey, they may not be tested. They may use other people's urine. But I can't say, from appearances, he looked healthy, he was into sports. I think the last thing he would want to do is coke. But I don't know enough about drugs. But someone could have slipped him a Mickey. And he went into cardiac arrest because they were young, they probably weren't hydrated, they were in the sun all day, that hot sun. It doesn't seem to be much shade on the island. And because they were drunk, nobody was, hey, good morning. No one was able to administer CPR properly. Or he may have slipped in the water and nobody realized it. But could have been negligence that may not be necessarily criminally negligence, but there's definitely civil negligence. But it was the behavior afterwards that nobody's taken responsibility for. It was the behavior afterward that sent alarm bells. And you can't blame a grieving mother wanting to get to the answers. Whatever the answers may be, wherever they may lie. Yes, Christine may have taken on the parenting skills of the white parents. You don't pay attention to your kids. You give them a lot of freedom. Kids are very cunning, especially teenagers. They live double lives. That's why I never would say to anyone, my kids won't do X, Y, and Z. I wasn't that type of mother. Because I'm a realist. I understand when my children are not in front of me, they act a different way. That's everybody. All of us. We have a dual personality. We're one way around this group of people. We're one way around that group of people. We're one way around this group of people. But one thing that should never change is your character. Your character should be consistent. The things that saved me is because I always had a consciousness of God. And I always understood, even from 8 years old, when my aunt gave me that teen Bible. And I fell in love with God and Jesus and the Holy Ghost. I've always had a God consciousness because I asked God. I'm a female Solomon. I wanted wisdom. I wanted to do things right. I wanted to please my mother and God. That's what kept me. That's what saved me. I established a minimum floor of conduct in my life, and I said I will not descend below that conduct. One of the things was I wasn't going to use my poo-poo for career advancement. Oh, help me, Holy Ghost. I was not going to use the tool of tearing people down to build myself up. There's just things I was not. I refuse to use the devil tool for career advancement, for taking tests. I remember someone told me in law school, I didn't know all this because I don't know about cheating my way through school. That's why I'm not really impressed with a lot of people. We've seen it. People get into school because their parents got money. That's why I'm not impressed with people from Harvard and Yale, unless they came from the hood. If their parents, if they come from an elite family, I'm not impressed that they have an Ivy League degree. It's the kids that are just purely smart, that come from the hood. They impress me. Because I know ain't nobody give them grades. And you get to college, you find out some people slept with the professor, some people, daddy or mommy bought them grades. You realize that it's a game. But at least you got yours. I could say ain't nobody give me shit. Okay? I earned it. So, I just caution some of you. What is your motive behind digging? So what if Christine Wells had 3 baby daddies? Welcome to a club of many women. Okay. Especially if you started giving it up at a young age. You might have 3 or 4 baby daddies. And some of us don't have multiple baby daddies because we aborted the babies. Let's talk it. Let's talk it. Let's tell the truth. Is your mama okay? Is your mama okay? See, let me screenshot because I got it. I'm these troll accounts. I'm gonna show you just who I am. Hold that. Okay, hold on. Let me take a picture. Try and take a picture with my other phone. Cause I got to. I have to really help these people out in life. I gotta help this. I gotta make sure I have a list of all the accounts. Let's see, that I want to know who's behind them. Okay, here's my camera. Let me just take this picture. Hold up. Clean my lens on my other phone. Make sure I get this. Okay, let me. Come on, kitty. Don't mess up the phone. Okay, gotcha. It's hard to screenshot. My cat's playing with my string on my phone. It's hard to screenshot on this Android. Okay, I got it. Out, kitty. This cat. I have a string hanging from my phone because it's in a case and the cat is playing with it. Okay. All right. I'm going to email you your information to you so you can just understand that the trolling is over. The trolling is over. Y'all gonna learn some respect. This world's gonna be a better place. Okay? All right? So we're gonna help. I'm gonna help you out. Okay? Because see, you're a punk. Okay? And that's all the attention I'm gonna give you. All right. I digress. Yes, we're gonna learn how to stop. Okay? Because the difference between, and why you bringing Erica Clark? Because these are two grieving women. It's just that they're moving. They're not moving like the average grieving party. And it comes off as more about them than the death of their son and husband. And to some people, it infuriates them. And it infuriates them to the point. It infuriates them to the point that that they begin to dox them. And they begin to put, because that's what, you know, because they're not grieving in a way that other people would. But I can't tell anyone how to grieve because I've never lost a child in that manner. So I can't tell people how to grieve. But just understand that when you come on this internet, there are people out there who don't just know how to just walk on by. They're narcissistic. They feel like their opinion is important. And not only that, they have a financial incentive to be idiots, to be cyber bullies. There's a financial incentive. But pretty soon, I promise, we will remove the incentive. I'm done.